Is there another way to get recognition to work at multiple top companies in your field?
Yes and no. So I think it does help if you have a record of significant accomplishment at multiple top companies. But on the other hand, USCIS is most interested in what you're doing now or what you have done recently. And to make big impact or contribution, usually you have to be at the companies for a few years. So for people who have moved companies maybe every 5 years or so and have a long career, I still end up only emphasizing maybe their last two employments and not others, even if they've made significant contributions throughout their career.
What if you work in a field that's not very well known, but is starting to become more popular? Can you argue that you're one of the leaders of this field, even though it's a very small and early field?
Yes, definitely. You can argue that you're a leader, that you're pushing it forward, that you're recognized as one of the top experts, and all of that. And I do think it's beneficial to do so. It's hard to get something that's truly new. Even in AI, for example, everything that's new right now is still building off a lot of the discoveries and the contributions of the past. So it is hard to say something is brand new, truly new, and there's only a few people in the field, and so you can be considered at the top. Instead, I tend to argue that the work is in a new application and that this application will be extremely impactful to the way tech develops in the future. And so then I argue that the person or the client is the one who's leading that development and will result in the transformation of the US based on extraordinary contributions that they've made already in the past. Usually that kind of argument needs to be backed up by some kind of innovation or product or tool that is easy to understand as extraordinary. It's harder to say this vague idea of some concept that maybe the person came up with individually or maybe as a team will influence the future if it's not currently being recognized, if it's not currently on the market, if it's not currently published and cited or patented and used. Yeah, so it's possible to argue this, but you still need that past track record, and then you need to be able to support why you're saying it's going to be so impactful in the future.